Well, Steve,
Well, Chris,
here we are again.
as it should be.
Do you have new glasses?
I do.
Dude, because the last time on the last episode, you were talking about your misadventures.
That in my mind, I told a couple people, I'm like, you got to watch this episode. I call it the glasses episode.
Yeah.
Where my stupid glasses, I blame the glasses, not my stupid brain. The glasses were the problem.
I'll give you that.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The glasses were the problem. And so, here they are.
They hold pretty well?
They hold, they're firm, they're in place. Once I found out they could do that, they could adjust them. It was small revelations make for
it
a happy
all
life.
works super well.
Just think of what we'll know by like next week.
Man, your brain is evolving.
It is in the right way?
Yes.
Okay.
In the right way, I have to say. I'm actually, impressed.
What is it? Devolving, not devolving. Some
is
days.
Always good.
Some days.
Yeah, but not today.
Today, evolving.
There you go.
I'll take the win.
Take the win.
I'll take
it and run.
We spent the last couple days, my buddy Scott and I, in Vancouver.
Oh yeah.
And about once a year we just get away. It's a few days, and we just pick a place. It was Vancouver this time, and we just go there. And my brain devolved for 3 days. So this is good. I feel like I'm going to warm back up into intelligent thinking. And
glad to hear that.
so in the spirit of evolving,
yes,
I feel like my appreciation for headphones has evolved.
Oh, look at you.
Over the last bit of doing this.
Because you weren't the guy who mixed on headphones.
I was not a headphone guy.
No.
And then we've been interacting with headphones and headphone manufacturers.
Yes.
To the point where I started borrowing your Odysseys.
Yes, my 500s.
Yeah, and I borrowed them more than once.
And I was like, can I?
And eventually you said, let me talk to my friends at Odyssey.
Yeah,
see if I can get your
I need them
get
back.
your dumb head its own pair.
Yes.
And so they were awesome. They sent us a few different models to play with.
So you got your pair of MM500s.
Yes, so I got my very own 500s.
Wow.
Which
lucky you.
Are obviously amazing. And
they're very good.
It started with the 100s for me.
You're right.
And these are the not as expensive as the 500s.
No.
Which are more expensive than the LCD X's, which you just started playing with.
Yes. Which are quite amazing, I have to say. They are very good.
Like these with a little more booty.
I would say.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
You know, something we'll talk about maybe on a dedicated video. But yeah, recently I've just put my hands on these these
so
LCDX.
Three flavors, none of them suck.
None of them sucks.
It's pronounced Odyssey.
It's pronounced...
Not odd.
Yeah, no,
not
Odyssey. No.
Odyssey. I hear that one a lot.
No, Odyssey is good.
Odyssey.
Yeah. So thank you, Odyssey, for sponsoring
Odyssey.
this podcast episode.
Yes.
It's great.
We also love
pivoting. Yes, which we're going to do now.
And go.
Okay. Subscribe, like, and share this podcast episode. But I would say if you're on YouTube, we noticed more than once that a lot of you are subscribed, and thank you for supporting us.
Cheers.
On YouTube. But a lot of people watching, if I can even say the majority of people watching on YouTube are not even subscribed to the channel.
Okay.
So just take your phone and go on our channel and just click on subscribe. It's super, super fast.
Yeah.
Quick, easy.
Free.
On top of that, we don't even charge you to do so. And it helps us a lot.
A lot.
Yeah.
I don't know if anything can help us a lot, but it helps us. It helps us.
I mean, that's going a lot.
what kind of help we need.
So we're even going to thank you in advance for making the move on subscribing to the channel.
The other thing we love is comments, questions, and interaction.
A lot.
So there's the forum on the website. There's also under the YouTube videos is where I stole today's topic.
Yes.
And somebody was just commenting. So a couple weeks ago, we did a video on kind of like has sound gotten better or worse since the 70s and 80s, and we had a great conversation there. And a lot of people interacted under the YouTube land, and it was cool. And so one of the common themes that came up is the argument of there weren't home studios
back in the day,
which changed the sound of the sound back in the day. And so then I got to thinking, okay, so but home studios have so many advantages.
Yeah,
that doesn't necessarily make them better or not as good. So that's the question right now today to you. Home studio versus, we'll just call it pro studio, commercial studio.
Okay, commercial studio, yeah, sure.
Dedicated studio.
In 2026?
In 2026, advantages, disadvantages, go.
Wow, okay.
I don't know if we'll come up with a clear winner. Let's start there.
Okay, yeah,
As
sure.
many of our episodes, at the end,
Sure.
we're just going to go, huh? I can tell you that ahead of time.
Okay, I would say first cost.
Cost.
Cost is huge.
Cost is...
Okay, what we get today in 2026, the amount of like plugins,
Yes.
the access to cheap gear,
Yeah.
like cheap audio interfaces,
Yeah. So startup
cheap
cost.
microphones,
Yeah.
and high quality stuff though.
Yeah.
When I say cheap, it's in price,
Yes.
not in quality. Affordable. There you go.
Yeah.
So affordable gear and
Yeah.
microphones and plugins and all that stuff, and even computers now.
Yeah.
Back in the day, you go back 20 years, computers they were not as fast as today, of course, but they were very pricey compared to what
And
we have
huge.
today. So, and that is like freaking huge.
I remember my first 1 gig drive.
Yeah.
You'd think I'd bought
I know.
a
yeah.
747. Yeah. It weighed more than me.
Oh, man.
It was huge. And we just thought, we're never going to need more than this. I've arrived.
But you remember those old Macintosh, like the
Scuzzy?
G5?
It's a SCSI drive.
Yeah, and the big blue tower back in 97. I
The big
remember
the bubble gum.
Yeah. A friend of mine actually was building his own home studio back in in 98 or something.
And it had a CD drive on the front.
yeah.
And you thought,
and it was like $5,000 at the time.
it'll never get better than this. It has a handle on top. Why did it have a handle? So where are you taking?
I don't know the designer who had that idea, but
seriously,
I don't know.
It was 240 pounds.
I hope he lost his job.
It had a handle.
That was a lousy design.
What level?
It was a lousy
It
design.
was an optimistic handle.
Man. Anyways,
We're
here now, 2026.
Okay, so gear.
We can produce everything on a laptop now.
So the cost-quality ratio of gear, undeniably better.
No, for sure. For sure.
Cost, I thought what you meant with cost of what it costs to go to a studio.
There's that too. It's all included for sure.
Right?
You go.
So yeah, so are you investing, X dollars into financing somebody else's equipment, or are you putting it towards your own? Do you do this enough? And so I think that piece leads to kind of thought 2 in my mind, which is how big is what you're recording scaled at?
Yes.
Right. So you're a drummer and you've got 46-piece kit.
Yeah. Of course, all drummers.
Like all drummers, hanging on chains.
Of course.
All,
the basic
there's
stuff.
Wet pavement underneath
the
it.
bare minimum, we call it.
Always, yeah. You got to put on your gloves with no fingers.
Oh, no, I had fingers.
You have fingers?
Yeah, on my gloves. They were just striped black and white.
You don't want to hurt your little fingies?
I actually had those before. When I was
before you?
big joke.
Jesse said you had them last week. you were cutting your steak with them.
She should keep quiet.
Yeah. Yeah, you're like, hey, babe, what do you think of me now?
Hey, some ladies, they just love the Santa Claus theme. She loves the gloves.
Yeah, that's her thing. The drummer gloves.
But I had a pair of striped black and white gloves when I was a teenager playing in the band.
Yeah.
And it was for me, it was like I'm playing at the Yankee Stadium or something.
Oh, man. Did you, the
I
whole
tried.
stick twirl thing?
Yeah, I tried.
Did you ever travel with a gong?
No, that was my next step.
Yeah,
though.
the gong behind you. That's where
the big Alex Van Halen gong.
That's where it tops out when you hit a gong at the end of the and the little tree, little bell tree.
So you were saying?
I was saying if you've got a 46-piece kit like Chris has in his dreams, you need stuff.
Yeah.
And, doing it in a home studio environment isn't always an option. Right? When the baby's upstairs.
Yes.
And your wife
that.
Your wife already thinks you're an idiot with your gloves.
Yep.
So there's something there. And so, there's the gear cost, there's the size cost, there's the noise. Mm-hmm. What's another thing that you think is different?
Yeah, I would say it depends on, like you say, for a drummer, for example. Yeah, you're right. Mm-hmm. Totally right about space is an issue, could be an issue, especially for a drummer who lives in an apartment.
Yeah.
And then, there's also cost on renting a place like a studio, paying the sound engineer.
Yeah.
You spend a day in the studio.
Yeah.
It's clicking by the hour.
Yep.
And that is one huge advantage.
Yeah.
For the home studio.
You
want to record vocals, for example, in a home studio.
Yes.
Way more accessible than drums.
Which leads to, the creative piece, right? When you're clock watching,
you're stressed.
You're in a different emotional state than I set my stuff up on Monday and I had some time on Wednesday, so I worked a bit on my song.
Yeah.
And then I had some time on the weekend, so I worked a bit on my song still, and it's still just sitting there.
Yes.
Everything's paused and waiting. And there's something about that, right? I thought of a new lyric in the shower.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna put it to my song versus calling the studio back in the day.
So that is definitely an advantage, but I think it can also be a curse.
Oh yeah.
You know, because again, if you don't time limit yourself on anything you do, by nature, you're going to take more time to achieve the same thing, the same task.
Or a better thing.
Or better.
Or a lesser thing.
Because, there's something, and I'm not saying that is an advantage on a commercial studio, because it's not,
Yeah.
But
depending on your personality.
You can turn it as an advantage.
Depending on who you are.
Yeah,
it's like some people can work at home.
Yes.
And they are more productive. And some people can't because they just eat snacks and watch TV shows all day.
Exactly.
So it depends on your personality.
Or watching our podcast.
Or just binging the Studio Stuff podcast all week in their sweats with chips on their belly, and they're just so happy. Like, this is the best thing that's ever happened to me. I love this. I've learned so much, and I laughed along the way.
That. I understand them a lot. Yeah.
Yeah. So the creative piece is huge. I think that's a really, really big one.
It is.
That you can just spread out and be creative. With that caveat, right?
Yeah.
One of the guys I worked for early on, his phrase for that was "water will fill the space allotted." Right? And
totally.
When we were doing film and stuff, he'd like, if they gave us 2 weeks to do the whole score, we do it in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
If they gave us 2 years, we work at it every day for 2 years.
That's the thing.
Right? And is it better or worse? Nobody knows, but it will fill the space allotted.
Cost, paying a sound engineer, paying a studio, because there's that, there's the engineer, there's their studio. It's hands off for you also.
Yeah.
So you have less control overseeing the technical stuff. So you have to rely on whoever's controlling the gear and the computer or the session, So there's that.
So let's swing that into a win for the pro studio.
Yeah.
Where oftentimes that gear is stuff that Bob can't just afford.
Yes, there's
because
that. Yeah.
This guy has spent his whole life acquiring this gear list, and he knows just what that mic does.
Yep.
And he's done it in a different way than you would, and it sounds maybe better than you would have done it, unless you binge the Studio Stuff podcast, in which case you know exactly how to record it.
Yep, exactly.
But there's something to that where sometimes the knowledge of that person you're paying for the win.
But
is it worth the cost? That's debatable. It depends on who you are. Again, there's no right or wrong.
And there's also, you blend this with accessibility of all the gear accessibility you're going to have, like that. You were saying, like the list of gear that you have in those big commercial studios is unbelievable, So there's that. So, but on the other hand,
so here's where I think this goes. I'll just say it, and then from here we can respond to it. But I think ultimately many of us and people are ending up in the hybrid. So you go to the big room or to your buddy's bigger studio and do your drums. Yeah. And then you take those tracks and go home and sing and add guitars.
Do your stuff.
And then maybe you send it back to that place to mix or you pre-mix it and then send it back for a final mix. So I think there's a bit of that where, you're doing 90% of it at home.
Yeah.
80% of it at home and 20% in the bigger room.
Because I think the big advantage of a large space or a commercial space is mainly on the recording side, I would say. More than the mixing side.
1,000,000%.
It's going to be accessible to the rooms. The big rooms.
Well, maybe not 1,000,000%.
Okay, a bit less.
Like
500?
Like 800,000%. Because there's something, if you're going for a certain sound, like
of course,
there are studios that will make that sound.
Yeah.
And a person that will make that sound better than you might be able to. So,
but I'm going to find more advantages on the space of the studio and the gear compared to, if I want some, like a better drum recordings, for example, Okay. I'm going to be like way more. I would be better served in a larger space than my little bedroom size drum room.
Okay, so I've just peeled off mixing to another thought.
Yeah.
This thought, yes, acoustics.
Yes, that's huge.
They're huge.
Okay,
especially on something big like drums.
Yes,
you can fake a lot of stuff. Drums are hard to fake.
They are.
They're loud and they bounce around wherever they are.
Exactly.
And they take a lot of mics.
Yes, they do.
And a lot of pre's. So
there's gear.
Yeah.
For a drummer, and there's space.
Yeah. So where this is landing in my head from a recording standpoint is that the room, the gear, the person might all be advantageous on something as big as drums.
Yes, exactly.
If you are an acoustic guitar playing singer and that's your record, and you add some cajon or shaker, do you need to go to a big fancy place?
I don't. And even for drums, I don't need. It's not a need, but it would be fun.
It would be fun. It would be fun to take your guitar, shaker, vocal, cajon to the big studio too.
It would, but maybe not as much.
It would be just as fun if you can afford it.
If you can afford it, but for a cajon?
Oh, come on, man. Vintage 67 on a cajon? Come on. Going through the Neve console?
That could be a thing.
That would be fun. By the time it gets put down to earbuds.
Oh, man.
I don't know. Okay, so then
then
the last thought to flip over to then is the mix side. Let's hit that real quick.
Yeah, the mix side, honestly, aside if you're mixing with a bunch of gear and this is your thing, like for me personally, if you have a good treated room, good headphones, whatever, if you use headphones or speakers to mix your song, you have your favorite plugins. I don't see the need on going to a commercial studio to mix at all.
Okay, so then let me peel this off.
Yeah.
Because you said something that twigged this thought.
Sure.
For the win, could it be, forget where it's going, but who it's going to?
But now you're not talking about the fact that it's the commercial studio or
correct.
Not. Now you're talking
it's
about
a commercial person.
That's different.
You're correct. That's what I'm saying. So to peel that off, is it more important that you're sending your tracks to the guy whose mixes you like? He could be mixing it in his bedroom on a laptop, on headphones. You don't know.
Doesn't matter.
So in all these cases, is the person really relevant, right? Like you go to a nice studio and have a crappy recording engineer.
It's not gonna be better.
Or you go to a glorified home studio and have a really talented gal with some mics.
You're right. Up. You're right.
So maybe
the person is going to be
the person
way more important factor.
Yeah.
Than
especially
the
on the mix side.
Oh yeah.
I don't care what that guy's mixing on.
For sure, mixing or mastering.
A talented mix master guy can get it done.
For sure.
Because he's using his noggin.
Totally. That's what I was saying earlier about the more important side of that comparison was like for me is more on the recording side than the mixing, and even the creation part can be done in any room. Like arranging music, just like recording basic stuff, or and for electronic producers, I don't see
that's a whole different thing.
No need for a commercial studio, in my opinion.
Get yourself some monitoring you trust and let it buck.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Okay, but now, what if, now we have the advantages on one side for the home studios, okay, which there's a lot, to be honest. And you have also the advantages on the commercial studios. And I was pointing out a bit more on the recording side. Now, when it comes to recording vocals, we can record vocals in a small room.
Yeah.
That's going to work pretty well. So a lot of people are going to record from home with very good results. Because again, it has to do a lot with, the room. It has to be like a decent room, but also a good performance. And then you can go into technical stuff, good microphone, good preamp, and all that stuff, But performance is key. And I would say the room.
Yep.
So now we have a question regarding this, especially by our good friend Cornelius.
Ah, yes.
You remember Cornelius?
Who can forget Cornelius?
At NAMM. You saw him this year. I didn't. I wasn't there.
Yeah, I was at NAMM doing a seminar, like an all-day thing.
Okay.
The day before the show started. And I was sitting there, and it was lunch break time. And I got this tap, and I look up, and it was Cornelius.
No way.
And we had met Cornelius the year before at NAMM.
Yes, exactly.
And then he interacted a bit with the podcast and stuff. And so I was like, you're the guy.
So his question goes, how do you record vocals in a normal untreated bedroom / living room so the room doesn't get exaggerated, especially once you start compressing or doing parallel compression?
What?
When parallel compression. You want wine?
It sounds like a wine. It's parallel.
I think next time I'm going to just bring a bottle of wine.
Just a bottle of parallel.
A parallel Sauvignon.
Yes, vintage 2026. It's grape juice, you loser.
So he says that when the typical tricks like a closet aren't available, because we did a video on my YouTube channel, the Mixdown Online YouTube channel, about different techniques, recording techniques you can use while recording vocals, and the differences of a treated room.
Yes.
Opposed to a non-treated living room.
Yeah.
And we did a closet.
You had me in a closet singing.
Which was very funny.
You should link that video. It's worth watching.
Right now.
Yeah.
All right. So it's linked. Go watch it. And honestly, there's several hits on that video. I don't know if you remember, but you wrote a bunch of
I was
top 40 hits.
Talk about creative spaces.
We need to work on these songs.
That was one for me.
Yeah.
Yep.
We are going to kill AI music right there.
I think we're encouraging AI music.
Or let's feed AI with our stuff.
I was going to say, we needed the help.
Maybe that's going to kill it right away.
So if you take the closet out of the mix, because to me, that's the win. Like if you're in a space and you're like, hey, there's a closet there.
Full of clothes, of course.
Or not. Throw your like Nerf guns out or whatever and put some all your Pokemon cards or whatever you got in there and then hang some clothes in there.
Yeah.
Or some blankets.
But you need like material to absorb the sound.
You need some fluffy.
Yeah.
And that's going to sound freaking amazing.
It's surprisingly good.
Yeah, like it does the thing because your enemy, I think you're the professor, but I think it's that first reflection just hitting whatever's there and it's coming right back at you, right? And you can do the experiment. You walk up to a wall and talk and you sound awful when you hear yourself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Right? Whereas then if you walk up, put your head in the closet and talk, you sound pretty nice. So I think it's that the experiment's that simple.
But now Cornelius doesn't have a closet.
Cornelius's closet is full of Nerf guns.
Probably.
Obviously, Nerf guns. Why did I think of Nerf guns as the thing that the closet is full of? I think it's a Vancouver trip.
Probably
Devolving.
That's part of your devolving process. For me, you would I would say choose a corner in your room.
Yeah.
And just try to pile up a bunch of moving blankets or something.
Blankets.
They are the best for that, and they are cheap.
They're cheap.
Okay, Amazon, you can get 6 huge blankets for what, $50 or whatever.
10-pack.
Yeah, so it's maybe less than $100.
Yeah.
But man, they're gonna serve you well. They're gonna look ugly. And it's not gonna be good looking, but man, it's gonna do the job pretty well.
That's like me.
It does the job pretty well. You do the job pretty well.
Yeah. Not good looking, but I get it done. Don't just stay quiet.
I'm just sipping my tea here.
Dealing with my own. It's empty. You're pretending. You just pretended.
No, there's still a bit in there.
You're faking it. Yeah, it was a fake sip. It was an awkward fake sip.
But yeah, it's going to do the job well.
The other option is to buy the thing. They sell the thing.
They do. They're
sell
not
lots
cheap,
of
though,
things.
But
they're not
do.
cheap.
But they do.
Why are they not cheap? I think because they probably selectively choose frequencies and they probably do some other advanced math, and probably because they have to make them and market them, and so they cost more than moving blankets. But I think if you want really hit it, throw a mattress there, then some moving blankets. You can build your own multi-layer.
You could.
That's gonna probably perform better than an all-in-one thing.
Yeah.
The all-in-one thing's nice though because it doesn't take up your whole room.
No, exactly.
And
exactly.
you can move it. And you want to get your.
I never tried them.
You have your iMac with a handle.
Yeah, of course.
You got your mic thing. You can just take your whole studio.
The big G5 computer. No, but but I would, if you don't have the budget for that little thing that I never tried before, to be honest. Go with the blankets.
Yep.
Or the mattresses.
Yeah.
Put that in the corner, and then you can experiment.
Yeah.
You sing facing the corner, but also do it the opposite way.
Yeah.
So because let's face it. In theory,
he said, "Let's face it."
That was a nice, Yeah, so if you sing towards the mic, the capsule is right in front of you.
Yeah.
So in theory, everything at the back of you is also going to be captured.
Yeah.
So if, sound is bouncing back and coming back to you, it's going to hunt you down. In theory. However, when we did the test in the closet, you were facing inside the closet, and not totally inside in a way.
Yeah.
And it didn't cause any problem. So it kind of did the job very well, even if the back of you wasn't treated.
It's true.
Okay, so there's that too.
I was deep in there.
But you were pretty deep, so I don't think there was a chance for any sound to come back, to go out of the closet to begin with.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Nice.
What I'm saying, it's worth to try it out anyways. So try facing the bunch of closet you have at the corner, or just do it the other way around.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
Go get it, Cornelius. Get those
Nerf
Nerf guns out of there and let it rip.
You got this.
He's got this.
Yeah.